Hi Scorpios, welcome to your May 2019 monthly readings. So this is your no-show and grow readings. I may read a few things from the book just because I think it's highly valuable in this scenario and it's just what I feel, right? I go by my feelings. Okay, you have an interesting spread, all right? It's like a bit of a catch-22. But 22 is a master number. So, a lot of struggles come with master numbers, okay? As long as you learn your lessons, then you have nothing to worry about, okay? And extra cards popped out. One of the extra cards, like I got the amount I needed, and then the tower fell out. So then I pulled some more cards on the tower, and it looks pretty positive, you guys. Tower's not always bad, okay? It is ruled in this deck specifically by Mars, which is your co-ruling, or your planet. All right, the god of war. And pretty fitting, because if you know Greek mythology, the goddess that rules Venus, Aphrodite, you have the Empress, which is ruled by Venus. So, like, it is quite positive. Okay, so what you need to know is it says, I am abundant. These are affirmation cards, so things you may want to say in the mirror, okay? And green, it represents more of the earthly matters, like being realistic, financial, health-wise, those type of things. That's what you need to know. And then you got I am light. Okay, that's a very sunny card. You being Scorpios, okay, this is like an affirmation you want to tell yourself. You can see in the dark. Okay, so that means that you're light. You can see what's hidden. And being a Scorpio, you're one of the few signs that have that ability to see in the dark and shine light on it. So, just remind yourself of that. It's what you need to show, okay? Sometimes that involves taking the higher road, and that can be extraordinarily hard, okay? What you need to grow is I am flexible. Somebody else got this, I believe, Leo, okay? It was in reverse for Leo, though. You are a fixed sign, okay, along with Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, so could be a Taurus. It doesn't have to be sun sign, rising sign, moon sign. Could be anywhere in their chart, right? It would be a significant placement, though. You need to grow being flexible. So that means roll with the punches, Don't go against the tide. Go or the current. Go with it, all right? So the cards you guys got were the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. That's two aces, you guys. Okay, it's a new start, new beginning. But however, why I said it was a catch-22 is because that will come in when the illusions are shattered. The Seven of Cups is about illusions, all right? When you pick a destination, or you pick what it is that you want and you go after it, you have to decide, basically, all right? Maybe pick wasn't the best word. When you decide, okay, with the I am abundant being above it, that in it being green, that means when you are focused on you and you alone, and you've removed what no longer serves you. The Seven of Cups is an illusion. It's cups cards, so it's emotions. When you get out of your emotions, when you're no longer allowing your emotions to rule you, because if you let your emotions rule you, they will be the deciding factor in your life, okay? And what do I mean by that? Okay, for example, one day when I was at work, I came into work and I was pretty ticked off. Because as soon as I got in, it was just a bad day, you know what I mean? But when I got in, we had less people, so that meant more work for me. Anyhow, short stories are, to shorten that story there, because I was mad, I ended up making a mistake that day, okay? And right off the bat, after I made the mistake, I was getting pretty hard on myself. Because it was like, damn it, I knew better than that, right? I allowed my emotion, anger was an emotion, to rule me. So because I was upset, my emotions were blocking me from the task at hand. Okay, that is why I made the error, was because my emotions. I knew better than that, right? Um, but you know, as a woman, it was that time of the month. So you know, it is what it is. Highly emotional. You have the Nine of Cups. Okay, great card, you guys. And this card, you can see he got. This is the wish card, right? With the Ace of Wands, that's a yes answer usually. But you can see the cat got the bird, all right? Sylvester got Tweety. You have the High Priestess. Your intuition is key, all right? Uh, with with the High Priestess, okay, you guys can take this on. It is ruled by Virgo and Cancer in this particular deck, okay? Anybody can take this energy on, though. She's a highly intuitive woman, all right? This is a woman that understands the laws of the universe. She abides by a different code of conduct, okay? Maybe not what the world seems fit, but she has hidden knowledge, hidden wisdom. She's very selective on how she gives it out. And you don't know everything. Like, even if she had the answer, she may not give it to you because it's she abides by a different set of rules. All right. She's highly intuitive, though. She can see right through people. She will not tell them, though. All right. She's a woman who understands that people must live with the mistakes that they have made. And how can I put it? There are situations where it could be justifiable to punish a person, correct? This woman, though, knows the laws of the universe, so she understands that sometimes the best punishment is to allow the person to live with what they have done and move on, okay? Because they have to live with their mistake for the rest of their life. She's not going to let it interfere with her. She understands karma, right? So they got to live with what they've done, and she can just move on. That probably didn't make sense. You have the Star card, okay? And then you have the Tower that came out. And then a bunch of cards that came out with it, but you know, we'll see. You have the Sun card, okay? You have the Two of Cups. That's partnerships. It can be partnerships in all forms. Pardon me, you guys. I was eating a banana and I ate it too quickly. Interesting fact about bananas, you guys. Besides the fact that humans share a lot of the same DNA with the banana, that blows my mind. But bananas, because you do have Pentacle here, and with the I am abundant green, the Ace of Pentacles, this is a very happy, plump rabbit. Okay? Bananas, if you are suffering from leg cramps or stuff like that, because food has healing powers, right? So, and you have the Nine of Cups, which the I don't want to say a negative, but on the flip side of the positive, so a negative, is overindulgence or gluttony with that card, right? That could be like you're going out and you're eating really good all month, you know what I mean? However, with back to what I was saying, off topic, bananas are really good for cramping. Like if you got leg cramps and stuff like that, if you're being active, if you're going biking or walking, it's always good to keep a banana in the backpack or in your bag. It's quick to eat. While you're in the car, even you can eat it, you know what I mean? But it's excellent if you suffer from leg cramps. You have the Knight of Wands, okay? And then you have the Empress, okay? She's got all these little stars on her head. There's a monkey there and a tiger. You might want to look up the definition or the spiritual meaning of monkeys and tigers. I did that in a few other people's reading this month, but it's going to make these readings really long. Also, pardon me, I get really nervous when I read out loud or in front of people. It's horrible, you guys. Okay, it'll take too long. I sweat a lot too, where it's like it's a thing. Or so what you need to know is you are abundant. Okay, you have the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So what you need to know is your wishes will come true once you shatter the illusions. Okay, the Seven of Cups is about illusions. Not everything that glitters is gold. Grass isn't always greener on the other side. All right, sometimes it's greener because it's fake. Sometimes it's greener because somebody's paying somebody else to do it for them, so they're not even doing the work. Somebody's doing it for them. Okay, they're taking a shortcut. All right. So I'm going to read the Seven of Cups from the book because I think it may have answers that you're seeking. Okay. Oh God, here we go. Okay, it says illusions, fantasy, unreal expectations. The Seven of Cups is a card of illusions, dreams, transitions, and mystery. Usually this card depicts a person faced with many cups full of mysterious objects. I'm going to hold it up while I read it, you guys. So I don't know if you can see it. I choose to draw using shards of broken glass to express the breaking of an illusion to regain freedom. This card indicates that you must bring yourself out of the land of aspiration and into the real world. Be wary of wishful thinking. Focus on real world achievements, goals, and plans. The Seven of Cups celebrates the dreamer who is able to see possibilities and excitement as well as difficulties in the future, but warns against putting too much stock in illusions. A savings account will take you further than a lottery ticket. Okay, so you do have an Aquarius card here, some Aquarius energy besides that card, which is about hope. And hope is a fantastic thing, but people can control you and own you based on hope, right? And like it just gave the example of a lottery ticket. People invest money in that. I guess lotteries are every week or something like that, maybe twice a week. I don't know. I don't do it, okay? But they're feeding off of your hope. They're using that against you so they can get money from you, okay? A savings account is going to go a lot further. That's tangible, right? You have hope to buy a house. Having a savings account is tangible. That's using your hope in a wise way. This card may also speak to the danger of illusions where temptation is concerned. You may have many choices presented to you, and not all of them will lead you to happiness or good things. In particular, be wary of sexual or emotional temptation. In a reading, this card often warns of behavior that is taking you away from your idle path. Maybe you want to find a life partner, but are unwilling to take the necessary steps to open yourself and your life to change. Maybe you wish you were healthier, but would prefer to take a magic pill that promises you fast results rather than get off the couch and do the work. That means walking is really good for you guys, eating healthy, small things. Okay, like you can still have mayonnaise on your sandwich. Okay, just maybe substitute the white bread for a multigrain bread. Instead of putting lettuce on it, spinach is a great substitution. There's lots of iron in spinach. It has a much better health benefit than lettuce. Lettuce is just mainly water. Okay. Whatever area of your life needs less illusions and more attention. If this card manifests with the Sun or the Six of Pentacles, it is possible that you are allowing someone else to carry your weight while you dabble in things that won't pan out. The Sun card is here. In a romantic reading, you may be operating with unrealistic expectations or blindness towards your own faults and flaws. Okay? So a good rule of thumb is before you point the finger at anybody else or pass judgment on anybody is you stand in front of the mirror and you point that finger, okay? You evaluate yourself before you evaluate others. Doesn't mean you're right or you're wrong, okay? That means that there's some sort of fault that you had in it. Even if the other person screws you over or something negative happened, you had a position in that, which means that there was something, maybe you gave the benefit of the doubt. Okay, when you're looking yourself in the mirror, you're examining what was your part in that so you don't do it again, all right? So you gain the knowledge and the wisdom, okay? You're not looking at a situation to dwell on it, Okay, if a situation is over, it's over. There's nothing that can be done except you moving forward. All right, you can't change this circumstances, but you can change the way you react to it. And the way you want to evaluate that would be through both the mind and the heart. Okay, when you make a decision, you want to align both the mind and the heart. You don't want to use one over the other, because both of them can lead you astray. When they're both aligned, that means that you're giving them each equal opportunity, but you're ruling out equally the fault that each would have. I don't know if I said that right. It's what came out though. I have a Sag Mercury, so it just, honestly, words just shoot out. I don't even think about it. Sometimes I, like, after I say something, I'm like, well, that was strange, or that was uncalled for, or that was weird, like, I can honestly make myself laugh too, because I'm not thinking about what I say, and once I say it, I realize, hmm. It says in the most negative, well, it's not reversed, okay? Its numbers are 7, 47, and 11. You have a master number here. 11 is a really hard master number, you guys. Okay, it is like a gateway. But you got to go through darkness before you can get to the light. And it's not what's hidden in the dark that you need to fear, you guys. Okay? You just flash light on darkness and you can see it. It's quite simple. You know what I mean? Like, so that would represent like the conscious mind. Okay? So, it's what's hidden behind the light you need to fear. You can't see what's hidden behind the light. Okay? And that would represent more of the unconscious mind. It would be harder to see those things or recognize them or illuminate them. Associated birthday is September 28th to October 8th, and lilac and lotus are associated with it, the plants. Okay. The Nine of Cups, so that's what you need to know, right? Hopefully that helped you out. Once the illusions are shattered, all your wishes can come true. All right, it's where are you directing your energy, because you don't want to waste your energy on things that aren't going to change or serve you. You want to direct that energy forward. You have the Ace of Wands here. Okay, you want to direct it towards stuff that are tangible, like it said in the description. Especially with the I'm abundant and it being green, right? That's earthly matters. That's here, that's now, that's things that you can touch, taste, smell, right? What are you directing your energy towards? Something that's going to serve you or not serve you, right? The Nine of Cups is a wish card. Your wishes can come true. However, you do have the Knight of Wands here. Okay, so what that is saying is this has nothing. It could be another person. If we're referring. I should rephrase that, okay? I don't really like doing readings that are based outwardly. I like doing them inwardly, because it doesn't matter what you do outwardly or to the external realms, okay? If you haven't changed internally, everything externally is going to be the same. It doesn't matter if you move. It doesn't matter if you change a job. It doesn't matter if you change a partner, okay? Your hair color, none of that is going to matter until you've done the work internally, okay? Because externally, if you've changed everything, but internally you haven't, well, then everything's going to change, or everything's going to stay the same. All right. It's just going to be a different environment. Okay. It's going to be a circular motion, and it's not a firm foundation. This is talking about a foundation crumbling that's no longer serving you. Okay. The Knight of Wands popping up. This is referring to you being knocked to a knight level. Doesn't matter how old you are. Okay. We all need to take this energy on sometimes. This is you got places to go, people to see, and things to do, and nobody's going to do it except you. It falls on you. The universe is asking you to take these steps. The universe is asking you to go seek out what it is you need. But the action has to be taken. All right. What you need to show is you got I Am Light, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess. So this means that you need to really trust your intuition, you guys. You got to listen to the signs, synchronicities, and symbols. You have questions, they will be answered. Okay? They'll be in subtle ways, though. All right? So what do I mean by that? Well, I mean, you got a lot of animals here, you know, you got to pay attention. I think we spoke about this last month. You have to pay attention to animals. Okay? Universe speaks to you in mysterious ways. Pardon me, you guys. I've been talking a lot, so my voice. So this means like, if you're just sitting at home and suddenly, you know, a rabbit comes across your pathway, well, look up the spiritual meaning of a rabbit. All right. If you have a hawk or an eagle above you, all right, look that up. You see a heron, look that up. Like, it's trying to speak to you in some manner. All right. So, because with the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess, it's like you're going to get what it is you're looking for. Okay. The Ace of Wands has a fox in it. Okay. There's negatives to a fox. They are associated with Mercury. That is Virgo. The High Priestess is associated with Virgo. It's also associated with Gemini. Okay. Mercury. And it was a trickster. Okay. So you want to be. What I'm trying to tell you is you want to align what you see and what you hear. Some people could be really good talkers. Okay. Talkers are usually takers, though. All right. Givers are doers. And you have the Knight of Wands. That's a doer. All right. They don't sit around and wait. Okay. Wands characters, they're passion oriented. You got, this is passion too, right? So you got a new idea. You got a new interest. You have like an interest of a topic, or you have an interest of, what if I go to school to study this? Do it. You want to study science? Do it. You want to, you're interested in cooking? Go to cooking school. You know, like, if you're older, doesn't matter. Okay. It really doesn't matter. There's no time like the present, right? Like, quite often too, when you're older and you're going back to school, due to work experience, sometimes they give you free credits or hours, depending on the course it is. Okay, that you can, that might progress you because they'll put those hours if it's in the specific topic that you're looking for. Like, say, you want to go to school to be a chef, right? A professional chef, but you've worked as a cook, right? They will give you, you'll probably only have to do 2 years of school instead of 3 years of school. Okay? If you were working to your red seal, to get your red seal. Okay. And the red seal means that you can travel the world with that certification. Is it a certification? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is, though. But it gives you the ability to work anywhere in the world with that. Okay. It's more versatile. Okay. So what you need to show is, I am light. So your idea is that light is like, I just seen a light bulb moment. You follow it. Your intuition, you trust it. All right. Not, and with the, again, with the High Priestess, not everything needs to be said that you know. Okay. Karma, what goes around comes around. May not be 10 years from now, you know, like, say you got screwed over at work. Okay. You're not there anymore. You need to move along in your life, and just know the karma is that they're stuck in that place and they're going to be miserable for hell. They're lifers. You know what I mean? You follow your dreams and passions. It was things were removed from you because they no longer serve you. All right. Events happen because you also have to learn lessons. Right. You have to learn how to react to situations. All right. Like, we're all at fault. I can admit that I've done that too. You know, like, I got a Leo moon. I got Aquarius, Mars, and Venus, you guys. My Mars sits in Virgo. That means that, like, when I'm upset, I'm highly detailed. I'm very quiet. I'm very observant. And all hell can break loose because of my Leo moon. You know what I mean? Like, I can get real emotional sometimes. And yet I have an Aquarius, Mars, and Venus, which is detached, right? Life's full of irony, right? My Venus sits in Leo, though, so I guess that balances it out. You have a new interest, definitely look into it. Take courses. You know, you can get things off of Groupon. Okay, how do you know you like something if you haven't tried it? Maybe you are a really good cook, but you've never really put the time and effort into it. Take a pasta class or a bread making class. You can do those things. All right. You do have Aquarius here, which is uniqueness, right? A star doesn't shine because it's like everything else. It shines because it's an individual. It's on its own, right? It don't care. All right. And in this deck, she's kind of like, I don't know if you see that. She doesn't really have feet. I guess they're going for a mermaid look. There's a heron in this card. I didn't even notice that. And the heron, I do know, look it up for yourself, you guys, because you'll find what you need. But I do know one of the meanings with the heron is, and it's fitting, it's with Aquarius, is that you're not really concerned about your peers, all right? Like, you got to follow your own heart, all right? Use your mind, though. Don't just let, your heart can lead you astray and your mind can lead you astray. Your mind can block you. Your mind can trap you, imprison you, all right? Your heart can also do the same, too, all right? Align both of them. What you need to grow is, you got I am flexible, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Star. You need to grow, well, some of you getting your hope back, renewal of your dreams. You need to grow Ace of Pentacles, that is practical, tangible things. You got a new idea, you can do it. It is saying with the Knight of Wands here, you got to take action on it. Okay, you have the Two of Cups beside it, which represents partnership. That doesn't have to do with just relationships. Okay, it has to do with coworkers, bosses. That means, like, you'll get the right teacher, you'll get the right new boss, you'll meet the right people, you'll be at the right place at the right time, that type of thing. You know, you'll overhear somebody saying something, you'll get opportunities, but you got to take it on yourself. It's not just magically going to happen. You know, there is natural magic in the universe. However, you got to take the action. And when an opportunity is given to you, it will only pass you by if you haven't taken the action necessary to go after it. Okay, turn those thoughts into actions. Okay, it's not about thinking, it's about doing. Ace of Pentacles, it's tangible. Okay, so I am flexible means you got to go with the flow. You got to, again, how do you know you like something if you haven't tried it? All right, so be flexible, be open to new things, new ideas, new opportunities. You know, maybe you've never made jewelry, but you're fantastic at it. Maybe you've never really tried painting. You did it as a kid, you loved it as a kid or in high school, right? But you haven't done it in years. Pick up a paintbrush, do it as a hobby. You know, maybe you're a really good writer. There's healing that's needed, though. Okay, with the Tower, it's something, it's a revelation, something coming to light. You have the Sun sitting beside it, which is about things that are unconscious. Okay, the Sun is illumination. Okay, also with this card, you guys, I love this card. In this deck, because you can see two rabbits, all right? There's a rabbit in the front, and there's a rabbit in the back. The rabbit in the back is hiding. Let's see if you can see this. The rabbit in the front, he's a little, the thing with the rabbit in the front, though, he's like, he's not healthy like this one. This one's quite plump, right? This guy, he's a little wilty, like. But if you look, there's the rabbit in the front, and then there's the rabbit in the back. Okay, this rabbit in the front is like looking at the rabbit in the back who's trying to hide behind the flowers. But it's kind of like the rabbit in the front's looking at him like, really, you're gonna hide there? I can see you. You know, that's not a very good spot. So it's like what you think is hidden is actually not hidden. Other people may recognize it, but you may be in denial. It's like you're really tired, you haven't slept, right? You go to work, you got bags under your eyes, and everybody's like, you look tired, and you're like, I'm not tired. I'm fantastic. Everything's great. I got a good night rest, right? Everybody can see it. Okay, but also there's like what you're hiding in your unconscious is seen somehow. All right, like it's right there at the surface. Like you're turning a blind eye to it. You see it, you recognize it, but yet you're avoiding it. Okay, the Sun is illumination, though. It'll shine light on it. You've got the Two of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Empress. Okay, with the Tower here, you guys, the Ace of Wands, Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There could, if you're sexually active, male or female. If you're female, uh, don't forget to take your pill. You're male, don't forget to wrap it up. Bunnies are highly fertile. It could be a very romantic time for you guys. You have the Empress here, the Two of Cups, the Sun, the Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Tower. It's like a pregnancy. You know what I mean? That is possible if you're trying for that. Um, Definitely can happen. Okay, if you're not looking for that, well then use precautions, right? This could also be talking about Mother's Day. Could be important to you. If your mother's no longer around, she is going to be sending you signs, synchronicities, and symbols. The Empress is the archetype in the family, right? Here you can see her goodies, which represents nurturing, right? Like a mother gives milk to their child. So it's like the universe is going to supply you with what you need. The only issue that you have is getting out of this Seven of Cups. Like, it's like she's removed her eyes. It's kind of like the Eight of Swords, like how they're covered, like hear no evil, see no evil. Well, here, the hands are removed. Okay. The Knight of Wands is like going on a quest. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. King Arthur, right? When they go on quest, you meet good people and you meet bad people. All right. There's no up without down, no down without up. Okay. Life can't just be all about sunshine and rainbows. All right. We wouldn't learn anything. Okay. We all learn not to touch the stove because it's hot, because we touched the stove and we found out it was hot. We got burned. Like when you're on a quest, again, like it's an adventure, it's a journey. You're not going to know everything, but that's part of being the knight and going on the quest, is to gather the tools and the wisdom. All right, but you have to start in order to get there, in order to end up the Empress. All right, it's saying you will get there. I would look up monkeys and I would look up tigers. All right, I'm hearing Bruce Lee now. What's the thing that he says? Be like water, my friend. Okay. When water goes into the teapot, it becomes the teapot. Okay. It goes into a cup, it becomes the cup. Okay. Is the glass half empty or half full? Well, that depends. Did you pour it or did you drink it? Okay. Like, as a water sign, you're fluid. Okay. What's going to keep you stuck is not being flexible. You have to grow being flexible. Okay. Well, let's pull this. This is the last card here. I really hope this helped you guys out, okay? Anything that's happened, even if it's a negative, it was to remove what no longer serves you. Those people were bringing you down. That situation, that place you were at, it didn't serve you anymore. You weren't learning anything. You weren't growing. The universe has a bigger plan for you, okay? And there were some hard lessons you had to learn, and that is for your future. You are not your past, okay? And you got the solar plexus has a high meaning for you guys. Okay, I would research that, okay? The chakras. It says separation, number 13. And I know some people think 13 is a bad number. It actually has always been good luck for me, you guys. In a world full of different opinions, judgments, conflicts, and blame, what really sets you apart, striving for perfection, can result in a deep split in yourself. Even the best of intentions can become a cause that must be defended. Without all the tomorrows you believe you have, the present moment will not support your grudges and pain. Stop fighting long enough to realize that your cause lies within. Okay? And I don't know, like last month, I'm pretty sure I said, the enemy outside of you is not what you need to fear, okay? When you deal with the enemy inside of you, the enemy outside of you can do you no harm. They really can't. That means when people criticize you, they say you're not good, they say you this, they say that about you, it won't affect you because you've dealt with the enemy within. You know who you are. It doesn't bother you, okay? Like, you need to get to the point where other people, what they say and what they do has no effect on you. It's not about them, it's about you. It does, like, they're not living your life, okay? They're not your happiness. You choose to be happy, okay? And you don't want to let people win by letting them bring you down. All right, you guys, hopefully this helped you out. I will talk to you next month. Namaste and ciao for now.